Hey guys, short video for you today. I'm going to be replacing this old power outlet with a new white one. These are about 50 cents a piece at the Lowe's store here in town. They're normally 58 cents each, but if you buy a 10 pack, they're 50 cents a piece. Just a short little disclaimer, I'm not an electrician. I'm just showing you what I'm doing because all I'm doing is replacing my existing outlet with the exact same thing, plugging all the wires into the same spots, and then I test it with a cheap little tester I bought on Amazon. So here's the tester. After you turn the power back on, you just plug this into the outlet and it tells you any problem that you have based on the lights that light up. I'll leave you a link in the description for this on Amazon. Another essential is this little voltage reader. You can use this to test whether there's power going to the outlet. Obviously you want to kill the breaker before you do anything with power because it's very dangerous. So before doing anything with the outlet, I'm going to use this little voltage reader to plug into the outlet. It doesn't make any noise, that means there's no power coming to the box here. I've already turned the power off at the breaker. Now I've just repainted this room, so that's why there's paint all over this old outlet, because I knew I was replacing it. And because of that, there's also paint that kind of sucks the outlet itself onto the wall. So I'm just going to use a screwdriver to scrape against the paint, right against the plates that are on the top and bottom, so that when I pull the outlet away from the wall, it won't tear a big thing of paint off. So now with the outlet out, I can see all the wires, and just to be sure, I can go through and check each one to make sure there's no power running through them. I'll start with the ground wire first. It's just a screw that holds it on. It'll go all the way out to where it kind of locks, but if you go past that, it'll actually come out. It's just to prevent it from falling out. Now a lot of outlets have different ways to connect the wires in the back. You can see these are straight and just forced into these little holes, and then they cinch down the screw to hold it in place. To release the push-in wires, there's a small opening back here. You just put a little screwdriver or similar object in, and it kind of releases a pressure switch. And you can slide the wire out the back. So all I'm doing right now to make sure that I put this back together right, this is the bottom right, I'm sorry, the bottom left. The white side is on the left, and the black wires are on the right. So since this was the bottom left, I'll push it down that way. And then I'll release the top left and push it up this way. On the black side, same thing, top right. And then bottom right. So now with the new outlet, I'm going to do the exact same thing. First I'll attach the ground wire. So you just hook it around the screw down here on the bottom left and screw it in. It's going to have to be back behind that plate, like that. Now we want to go in any order here, since the power's off, doesn't matter. And use a set of needle nose pliers. Now I like to bend the wire in the direction that the screw is going to go in as you turn it. So on this left side, you're going to be screwing in this way, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And you want the screw to actually pull the wire in tighter as it tightens down. If you were to wrap this down like this, it'll do that. So top left gets wrapped around, screw it down. And then bottom left, same thing. Bend it down to a hook. Wrap it around. You can kind of just hold it with one hand while you screw the screw in. Like so. Just want to give them a nice little tug just to make sure that they're secure and they're not going to pop out when you try to force the outlet back on. Let's go to the other side. Okay, now on this side, the screws are rotating this way as they go in. That means we want our wires to be bent up this time instead of down. Same thing with the top right. So we've got all 5 wires attached and secured, not going anywhere. Kind of bend your wires up in the back so that as you push in, they kind of act like an accordion. Then you have 2 screws, top and bottom, that secure to the wall. And they go right in the little holes on the box, the electrical box. So put the top one in, let it go in a little bit just to hold it. I like to go where it's almost all the way tight and then stop and use a regular screwdriver just by hand to tighten the last little bit. That way I can make sure it doesn't go too tight and start bending the metal. So here's a new cover that I bought. Now if your outlet itself is sticking out proud of the cover too much, you can take the cover back off and just tighten down the screws in the outlet to suction it to the wall a little bit more. Or if you have the opposite problem, you might loosen the screws so it comes out. And then when you put the cover on, it should look fairly even. So now that the cover and the outlet has been replaced, let's go turn on the breaker and then use our little tester to see if it works. Okay, so the power's back on. Let's do a test. So these two lights here lit up means it's correct. What's nice is that the reader here has a little diagram on it that tells you exactly what it means depending on the pattern of lights. Test the top. Same thing, correct. And that's how you replace an outlet.